Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. So I was looking through my big stack of photos because my printer is not printing very well. It just seems to be printing black and white. So this is what I found. This crazy staged photo. Here's Philip. Here's the Queen. The Queen is dressed very casually. Dory is too tall. We can't see the baby's face. This whole thing is photoshopped. But that is what Philip looks like. Now Philip is 99. He's turning 100, I believe, in June. Basically any day. Harry is supposed to be coming back to visit Philip for his birthday. Maybe he'll fly in special for the hospital. It was just alleged that Charles, now I'm sure Charles did go visit Philip, and it was alleged that Charles came out crying. I doubt that he did. But you never know. And I have a viewer, Lindsay. Thanks to Lindsay, shout out to her. Why would they put Philip in the hospital? Okay, they have the best doctors in the world. Surely they can duplicate anything in-house. Okay, and that makes a lot of sense. And literally, one of the sickest places in the world is the hospital. The other really sick place is the supermarket or Walmart. Okay, if you want to get the Wu flu, go regularly to the supermarket, the big box store, or go to the hospital. That's where you're going to get it. So, I don't know. And then there are some people who believe that Philip and the Queen are gone and maybe have been executed or have died. We're actually going to look at that because I hear that quite a bit, that Philip and the Queen are no longer alive and haven't been alive for quite some time, and these are just doubles. I also hear that about Harry and Meghan, but we'll explore that in the next question. So how ill is Philip? And, I kind of agree he should just be at home, and the doctors should care for him at home, and they could bring all the fancy equipment they need to his home, and it's a lot safer. So how ill is Philip? Let's just take a look around this, because everybody eventually checks out. Okay, that's the only sure things are death and taxes. So how ill is Philip? Oh, there's a coffin on the bottom. So what are we looking at? How ill is Philip? Hand in hand, many hands, water into wine. Many hands are transforming this illness. 12 and 6, 18, 5 diamonds. They are really turning it around for Philip. Okay, he is very ill because he's got the coffin on the bottom, but they're really turning it around for him. His health is actually pretty good. Mustard seed. This can probably be... Mustard seed can be literal medicine, pills, mustard seed, very small. I think his health is really turning around. Magi, manifesting, working on everything. 8 diamonds is everything material. Okay, so working on everything related to his physical body. 6 clubs is a great physical body card and health card. So health for the long term, manifesting health for the long term. I think he's got a bit further to go. Okay, he's got a bit further to go. And my experience with dying, and I've seen some very bad accidents. I've seen people. I've seen some pretty terrible things that would kill people, and they don't die. Okay, so my feeling about death is that people die when they decide to die. And sometimes their injuries are so great, they're like, oh my gosh, how can I possibly live through this? And they just check out. And I've also seen people where they're just looking forward and they're like, oh, I don't want to go through that. And they just check out, and they don't really have many injuries, and they just check out and they leave and they die. I've seen both. I've seen horrible life-ending injuries, and people are like, no, not going to die. And then I've seen also people who were not even materially injured, but were anticipating, and they chose to die. And it really seems like a choice from what I've seen. So I think Philip still wants to keep going, and good on him. He's got a lot. He's got a lot that he can offer. He's a very intelligent man, and he's in a very high position. And that's very, very interesting. So let's look at Philip and the Queen. Are they already, a lot of conspiracy theorists say they're already dead, they're already been executed, they're in prison. Let's look at Philip and the Queen. Is this really Philip and the Queen, or are they doubles and they're past? I believe this is really Philip and the Queen, but I don't even need to say that. Let's just see what the cards say. Philip and the Queen. I view this just as an interesting question. We can ask the cards whatever we want, and we're open to exploring whatever questions there are. And other people also, I hear this a lot, okay, that Harry and Meghan, this is not the real Harry and Meghan, that Harry and Meghan were arrested or they're dead and they've been replaced. I do believe that that's really Harry and Meghan. Nobody could act with such brazen buffoonery and make such bad decisions other than Harry and Meghan, or rather Meghan and Harry, because Meghan is making all the decisions and Harry's just following along. But I absolutely believe that absolutely has to be Meghan and Harry, because no one else would make those decisions. I mean, they're just pathological, a lot of the decisions they make, and just nonsensical and pathological. Okay, so Philip and the Queen. Is this really Philip? Is this really Philip? Is this really the Queen? Well, we have a yes for the Queen. We have a no. Yes and no. And we have man. 18, 28, 31. 8 diamonds. Everything. Is this really Philip? Strength. This is a great body card. Fox and roadblock. 23 and 5, 28 secrets. Fox and strength. He's just being propped up. I mean, he's not terribly well. But, okay, there's no death cards here. There's no death cards here. We have coffin in the original spread indicating, and that can be sleeping, that can be taking a rest, that can be very sick, that can be dead. Okay, so anything where you're lying down in a bed is a good card for the coffin card. So I don't see any death here. I think his health is not amazing. I think it's pretty bad. And he's really being held together by medicines and doctors at this point. And Fox is a great doctor card. He's big health problems, and the doctors are really paying attention to his many health problems. He has many health problems at this point. And that's what happens. You don't have one health problem. You have a whole accumulation of health problems, and that's what old age is, real old age. And then eventually you just get to have so many problems, and you're like, that's it, So he's really being held together by the doctors at this point. But I don't see him dead. This is the real Philip. Is this the real Queen? No, yes, man. So we have a couple of hearts cards. Hearts are good. Hearts and diamonds, these are good people cards. They're good health cards. Diamonds are physical, and clubs are also physical. You don't want to see a lot of spades. We have spades in both. What is this saying to us? Man is the key to stoppage. This could actually just say that the Queen is very tied emotionally to Philip. They've been married for 72 years. I think it's 72 years, a very long time, over 70 years. This could just simply say that she's very emotionally tied to Philip. And that's a good thing. We should be emotionally tied to each other, to those important to us in our lives. Inheritance and ruler. 23, 6 clubs. The man in the royal family and another family card. I don't see anything to indicate. Let's get the sticks out here. Since we're asking this question. Yes, no, yes, no. All right. Is either Philip or the Queen a fake? Is either Philip or the Queen a fake, or are they both real? No, they're not a fake. Yes. No, they're not fakes. Okay. So you see that's a clear no. That's interesting. No, they're not fakes. So that's really Philip, and that's really the Queen. So, and I see nothing in the cards indicating that they're in prison or... Why aren't you focusing? Go ahead and focus for me. I see nothing indicating that they're in prison or dead or passed. So, and like I said, the best place to get to contract the Wu flu, and both the Queen and Philip are of the age where they could get it. I think Charles already had it, and I think Camilla already had it. They didn't die. Okay, it doesn't seem like a very deadly disease. I had it. I didn't die. And I think a whole bunch of other people had it and maybe didn't even know that they had it. They felt a little bit tired one day or 2 days. Ace of diamonds and 5 clubs. Okay, so is Philip going to contract the Wu flu in the hospital? Which would really just complicate matters. Because he seems to be doing very well. He seems to really be on the mend here. Is Philip going to contract become a pandemic statistic by being in the hospital? Do I see Philip getting the Wu flu? Lovers, close connection, opportunity, and cut. Let's see, 3 and 4, 7, 2 clubs. We have 2 connection cards. Straight razor cuts and would be a single instance. He definitely will be exposed to it. He will definitely be exposed to it. But there's nothing indicating sickness here. He's definitely going to come into contact with it because he's interacting with so many people. Karmic relationship, Mother Earth and Executioner. Doctors in the environment and people closely associated. 2531. He's definitely going to come into contact with it. It doesn't look like he's going to catch it. Okay, so yeah. He's going to be exposed to it, but he doesn't look like he's going to be sick from it. Is Philip is he kind of tired of living? Is he ready to check out? Or does he still want to stick around for a while? What is Philip's level of optimism and enthusiasm for life? How enthusiastic is he to continue going on? Because that, in my opinion, is the most important thing. How enthusiastic is Philip to continue this journey of life, which is he's about to cross over the 100 mark, which is, unless you're Japanese, that's pretty old. And it's old even if you're Japanese. It's just a lot of Japanese people seem to live over 100. I think the longest lived people group is the Japanese living in Japan because they eat a lot of oily North Atlantic fish, and that's very good for the heart. Plus, they stay slim in Japan. They're really fat shamers in Japan, and if you are overweight in Japan, they will send you to the doctor. They'll make you lose weight. I mean, they're hardcore over there. They're not like here in Europe and the United States. So what is Philip's enthusiasm for life? Is he like still excited about living? Cup overflowing, great joy, Mercury, short brief trips or communication, home, family. Talking about family, he's very happy with the family and what he's doing. 1920. He's very happy and enthusiastic to keep on this journey. These are not dark cards. He's very happy and optimistic. I kind of look at Philip and think that he's kind of a dour old man with a very sharp tongue. This says he's very happy and excited to be doing what he's doing in the position that he's in the family that he's in the royal family. What's underneath? Scourge, player, handcuffs. So he has a lot of aches and pains that come and plague him. 11, 13, 16 that make him ill. He has a lot of underlying illnesses, but they're one-offs. The player's the new guy. He comes in, he gets what he wants, and then he leaves. Okay, so he doesn't have anything overwhelming happening, but he has a lot of health problems, and he's not that well, and that bothers him. But overall, he still enjoys living. He still enjoys what he's doing, and he's happy to be alive. And he looks the 10 hearts. You can't be happier than the 10 hearts. That's a great happiness card. Home is the people around you and close to you and loving relationships. These are hearts. It looks very good for Philip. I'm a little surprised it's so nice, because he's a little bit dour. So let's review. How ill is Philip? Well, there's a lot of people working to transform this illness, and his illness is actually doing pretty well. And they are manifesting health for the long term for him. So something is up with him that he needs to go to the hospital, that there's got to be very specialized machines in there. Like, I don't know, there's machines that will replace all your blood with new blood, dialysis machines, stuff like that. They can't bring those to Windsor. That's too expensive. That machine is, I don't know, $500,000. You go to the machine doesn't come to you. So they are really doing some stuff that is going to give them some kick for quite a bit further. They are really turning the situation around by having him into the hospital. Is the Queen or Philip, are they already passed? Are they in prison? The sticks confirmed it. No, they are not passed or in prison. This is the real Queen and this is the real Philip. This shows that the doctors are working really hard on his health. This, I think, shows, and cards are interpretation. When we get the cards wrong, it's because we interpreted wrong, but I don't think this is the wrong interpretation. This, to me, says that the Queen is very attached to the man, Philip, the good man, and here's his health, mirroring the health, the stoppage, and there's a lot of mirroring going on here, and the Queen just seems very emotionally involved in Philip's well-being, which is very good. That's what we want. So that's the real Queen. That's really Philip. That's really the Queen, and he's on the mend. I would think, I'm going to say that Philip should be out of the hospital any day. And I didn't check to see if he's out of the hospital today. Maybe he's already out of the hospital when I post this video. Hopefully not, because everybody will just think I already knew that he was out of the hospital. But I think he's going to be out of the hospital very soon. So will Philip get the Wu flu in the hospital? And I have to call it that. Okay, I have to call it by a different name because I'll get demonetized if I call it by its correct scientific name, which is nothing to be concerned about, really, for most people. That's the real scientific name. So he's going to be exposed to it, and this says that he's definitely going to be exposed to it, but I don't see him getting sick from it. So how bad is it? If a man who's 100 years old is going to get exposed to Wu flu and he's still not going to get it, how bad is it? Maybe he's that special snowflake, that can't get it or something, which he's not. Okay, how optimistic is Philip about living? He's very optimistic, although he has some health issues that plague him. He has health issues plaguing him, but he's very happy and optimistic about life. God bless him. That's great. So that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling. Find the book worldwide on Amazon. Find the full color card deck on Etsy. Definitely like, definitely subscribe. A lot of people gotten unsubscribed. Subscribe and like. Liking helps the algorithm to push the video, and share the video if you think of it.